Hello, and welcome back to my playthrough of the whole Uncharted trilogy that has been remastered, of course, in the Nathan Drake collection. And in this episode, I'll be starting the second playthrough of Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. And as I said yesterday at the end of Uncharted 1, now that I've played through this properly, in my opinion, I know this is probably the more popular opinion, this is the best game of the original trilogy. So we're going to shoot it up, and of course, do it on crushing. Hello Richard, how are you? I am in a fantastic mood because I have finished Finito Dragon Quest 9. I'm so glad it's done, and you know, I get to play this masterpiece along with it. See you now. So Uncharted 2 works a bit differently. This is actually the middle part of the game, and then it goes backwards and then forwards again. That's what I'll say.
That's my blood. That's a lot of my blood.
You know what? I literally said that just before you joined. I said that now that I've played this fully, I personally think this is the best in the trilogy.
Oh God!
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it's different. You start it off in the middle of the game. Throughout the game as well. Anyway, here we go. So all I will say is you do have to do this section twice. When we come back to this point again. That's all I'll say. Nobody likes spoilers. Anyway, yeah, this is gonna be very difficult as well, so expect more deaths than Uncharted 1. To be fair, I didn't do too bad in Uncharted. I did better than I thought. I didn't die as much as I thought I would. But it definitely won't be the same for Uncharted 2. Like, there will actually be a lot of deaths in Uncharted 2. And I can think on top of my head most of the moments that I'll actually die a lot in. There's just so much in this game that's ridiculous. I mean, chapters 21 to 24 are just, well, 24 not really. Chapters 21 to 23, ridiculous. 24 is like mostly a hardcore chapter, and then the boss fight is different. Some people don't like the boss fight, I don't know why. It's got an interesting gimmick to it. Of course, this is just the ramblings that I've just started to play through. Typical Nathan, stuff that's what I would call him, Nathan Drake. And up we go. And then we climb up to the R. The R. And then we climb up. Get flicked off, and then we run. So the first two chapters are pretty long. Chapter 1 has so I'll keep quiet.
Buy me a drink, sailor.
Harry Flynn? Hey! What the hell are you doing here?
I'm looking for you, mate.
Uh-oh. Should I be flattered or worried?
Maybe a bit of both. Come here. I've got a job for us.
Really?
A client is willing to part with a huge sum of cash if we acquire a certain object for him.
All right, I'm listening.
Now, you're not going to like this.
Oh, no. No, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, you just hear me out for a
No,
second.
Flynn, we both know 2 people who were killed trying to lift something out of this
And
place.
one who made it out.
Yeah, barely.
I can't do this without you, Drake. You're the only one who's cracked it, and you know better than anyone it's a 2-person job.
No. 3, actually.
Right. And speak of the devil, here she comes now.
What?
Chloe Fraser.
Nate. Drake. Nathan. Drake.
Hello, Harry.
Chloe here's one of the best drivers in the business. She'll take good care of us.
I bet.
Right, look. I've got it all figured out. We go in through the sewer.
Loving it so far.
That puts us in the courtyard. From there, we scale up the wall, run across the rooftops, and just drop down into the exhibit hall. Bob's your uncle. And what is worth all this trouble, I hear you ask?
I didn't, but go ahead. But that's it. An oil lamp.
Yeah.
It's worthless. I don't get it.
Neither do we. That's why we tracked you down.
Well, it sounds like you're working for a nutcase. Some collector who's got too much time and money on his hands. And by the way, this is not worth any of it.
Arguably, he is a
But
nutcase.
there's more. How's your 13th century Latin, mate?
Where'd you get this?
Borrowed it from the files of the nutcase.
In Trebizond, we were set upon by thieves. Father, Maffeo, and I were robbed of our greatest treasures. This was written by Marco Polo.
Yes, that much we were able to work out.
Unfortunately, the rest of it's nonsense.
Hey, hold on. So that it should not fall into the wrong hands, I concealed my great sorrow in the unlikeliest place. The light of the great Khan shelters the fate of the 13.
See what I mean? It's just gibberish.
He's talking about the lost fleet.
Yeah.
I know, someone want to fill me in?
Marco Polo leaves China with 600 passengers and 14 ships loaded down with treasure from Kublai Khan. And he lands in Persia a year and a half later with only 1 ship left and only 18 passengers. Now, he recorded every detail of his journey, but he never told what happened to all those ships and the passengers.
So somewhere out there are 13 ships loaded with the Emperor's treasure waiting to be found.
Yeah, and that is what your client is after. Hey, look at this lamp. It's covered in Mongolian script. It must have been a gift from Kublai Khan.
The light of the great Khan shelters the fate of the 13.
Marco Polo hid something inside this lamp. Something that pinpoints the site of the lost fleet.
So, we're dicking this guy over, right?
Damn straight.
Absolutely. You in then?
What the hell? I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Famous last words. Around taking back control of lanes. Here we go. So there's not going to be much combat at all this episode. There's going to be one guy I'm going to kill in this chapter. And 2's a stealthy chapter. It shows you the ins and outs of stealth, as well as some stealthy shooting elements. Anyway, other than that, we're going to be fine for today, but of course, relaxation will get worse pretty quickly. Get the gun first, though. Here we go. I mean, hopefully my accent won't be too bad because I've been playing Resident Evil 4 recently and...
Karma's a bitch.
Yep, karma's a bitch. Now don't recline. Again. Boing. There's actually a sneaky treasure behind here. If you jump off the trade from that end, you get onto a box and bug your uncle. They're much more hidden in this than in 1 or 3. In terms of the percentage of the treasures I got, it was the least. I mean, Uncharted 1 had less treasures, but I still got more than in 2 because they're pretty difficult to find in 2. I would admit. Anyway, next flashback. So this was roughly about 6 months ago.
Hello. Well, so much for foreplay.
You mind telling me what the hell is going on?
You mean with Flynn?
Yeah, you might have warned me.
And missed the look on your face? Anyway, you haven't exactly made yourself easy to find.
Talk about making yourself easy.
Oh, you're not jealous. Let's not forget who walked out on whom. After all, you don't get to be jealous.
Wait a minute, Chloe.
If it makes you feel any better, my relationship with Flynn is strictly professional.
Really?
Mostly professional.
Oh.
When I figured out he was actually on to something, I thought you'd want to be in on the action.
So what's the plan?
Just like we said, we pull the heist, find the ships, and we make off with the treasure.
With Flynn?
Mm-hmm.
And then?
And then we split the take 3 ways, and you and I just disappear. Together, this time.
I see.
Until then, he can't know about us.
He's gonna be pissed.
He's gonna be fine. Trust me.
Salty. Right in front of the picture of the harbour and one ship. And now here we go. Up we get for the final part of the chapter. Boing. Come on, Nate. Across you go, mate. Boom, boom, boom, boom, and jump. Nope. But in the distance, there may be something very valuable, but you'll find out about it later on in the game. When they go through the 6 months before this section. Yeah, I like it. Because, you know, they explain things later on, earlier on. About 4 months, not 5.
You sure you're up for this?
But, you know,
I'd feel a lot better if I had a gun. We won't
they're
need
giving
them.
you context early
A
on.
little insurance, that's all.
Then they go back.
Flynn, they're just museum guards. And we have their patrols all mapped out. Relax.
Relax. Relax. Have you ever been in a Turkish prison, mate? If we get caught,
Maybe it's
they
been
will
in a
lock us up and
pandemonium
throw
one.
away the sodding key. You do realise that, don't you? Better than you do. Well, you may fancy that kind of thing, but I don't. Can't afford to make any mistakes.
Yeah, and we won't.
We're here.
Through the sewers.
This way. So what do we do if they switch to patrols?
Figure it out as we go.
We cannot fumble our way through this.
I don't fumble, I improvise.
Oh, is that what you call it?
Yeah, I'm, adaptable.
Adaptable.
You cocky bastard. There. What did I tell you? That passage there is going to take us right under the museum.
You called it all right.
You need to have a little more faith in me, chum.
Okay, this one here is me.
All right, remember, that tower is our only way into the exhibit. But we can't even get close with those floodlights on.
We've gone over this.
Just make sure you cut the power by the time we reach the second courtyard.
The lights will be out. I'll have the van waiting at the rendezvous point. Just make sure you get your asses out of there in time.
Fair enough.
All right, enough chat. Let's do this.
So the end of this chapter is going to end up being very important.
See you on the other side.
Looking forward to it.
Really, don't mess around in this game because
You sure you know where
by
you're
the
going?
end of this chapter,
Don't know your ways.
the main part of the story is just gonna
Don't
hit
you love
you
the way
like
the
a brick.
water makes your jeans all squidgy?
I mean, the storytelling in this game is what makes
It's like the
it
good old days, isn't it?
Yeah. When were those
the
again?
best in the trilogy. There's a lot of there's a lot more funny moments in it than in than in 1 and 3.
Oh,
I
wait.
mean, just like the best
This can't be
moments
right.
altogether.
We must have made a wrong turn somewhere.
I'd say there's more like
Hey, now what do
standout
you bet
moments in
that
this.
will take us right into the boiler room?
And from there, we're in.
In like
Yeah, in like Flynn, right?
What?
In like Flynn.
I don't get it.
Just give me a boost.
Oh dear. Nate with the cheesy jokes.
Here it comes.
Thanks.
There we go.
Almost there. You ready?
No guts, no glory.
Here we go.
Lovely.
We're good.
Anyway. There we go.
Reach up there and grab the ladder.
There is a collectible in this area.
Yeah.
It's easy enough to get to. The first 4 collectibles I would say are
Yeah, I
easy in
dropped
this
it down for you.
chapter. You know, Flynn is such a nice guy. I mean, throughout this whole game, like every time you see him, he's such a lovely person. Especially
All
after
right.
this point. You
This
know?
is the way to the courtyard.
Well,
This
we're
guy
not going
can
this way.
Definitely do nothing
Not
wrong.
if you want to keep your skin.
All right. There's got to be a shut-off valve around here
You
somewhere.
know, this was like the easiest
You got it.
pipe to close. Literally all I had to do was walk like 5 steps and climb up a ladder. Come on, Flynn, get moving, mate. I like what they do in one of the last chapters as well, because it just reminds you of this chapter, because it's the same type of thing that happens, and it's quite funny as well with the exchanges made.
Okay. Now there should be a door just around this corner. That's our access point. Once we're through, just stick to the plan. You got me?
Tell me you didn't miss this.
I'm here, aren't
So I'll
I?
be going to that box in a minute, but you have to trigger this first. and then go back and cut the power cord off.
It's locked.
Good job I came prepared. I pick more than my nose, my friend.
Wait! There's an alarm. That's new since last time.
Great. Now what?
Well, I can disarm it if we can find the junction box. It's got to be around here somewhere.
And it's not difficult, because it's literally... Right. Here! Yay! Here we go. Bonk.
There. That ought to do it.
Alright, we're in.
So they put you, well, they give you a nice, sense of security. You know, they make it seem as though the game ain't gonna be too bad, and trust me, it's gonna ramp up fairly quickly. So yeah, they just show you all the different ways to, like, stealth attack enemies. You can get a few shooting tutorials, but not many, because you only get silences either way.
There's the tower. Yeah, but we can only get to it from the roof, and we can't get to the roof from here. We're gonna have to make our way to the next courtyard, through that gate over there.
So if you're seen at all when doing this, the guards point at you and you get arrested and it's over. So this, of course, is the corner transition tutorial. You've got, you know, the cool ones like that.
We can climb the gate over here.
Got it.
There we go.
Gece vardiyasında çalışmaktan nefret ediyorum.
I've got the other one.
Haklısın abi. Hiçbir şey olmuyor. Bazen o kadar canım...
Damn it.
Bloody hell. I think I might have gone a bit too... Well, no, I might have pushed it a bit too quick.
Night night.
Lovely.
Vardiyan
There
ne
we go.
zaman bitiyor?
You can see another alarm
15 dakikaya kadar bitiyor.
right in the centre where the gate is. I mean, the alarm ain't hard to get to.
İşler nasıl bu aralar? Bugün epey bir sessiz.
Okay, we're almost there. I'll go right, you go left.
Isn't there usually a guy here? Thought there's a guy that you need to get around here. Okay. I'm not sure. Maybe there isn't. Need to get back up there, don't I? Groovy. Oh wait, oh, it's because I jumped back to this area. I didn't go left, I went backwards, basically. Silly me. By left, he means this. No calling for security today, mate. Yeah, this is the guy I meant.
Lights out.
It's very messy. Right, I haven't even stealth killed any of these yet, but never mind anyway.
Okay. We should be able to lift this up. Sneak right under. Whoa!
Whoa, not so fast. There's another alarm.
Ah, great. You want to get this one? Wait here.
Here we go. What was he doing, mate? I was going to say, he literally jumped and reached up there, but he didn't actually grab onto the ledge.
It's off.
And here we go.
1, 2, 3. Alright, go.
You got it?
Yeah. Hurry. Okay. Got it. Hurry up. Easy. Easy. Alright. We gotta cross this courtyard to get onto the roof.
This time instead of going to the left,
I'll just let you two
go to
go.
the right.
Right. Good night, sunshine.
And then get this guy. Silently kill him.
Damn it!
Yakaladık onu.
Why did he see me? Because Flynn will get them, and then I'll go over to the ledge on the right.
Head for the
And then
fountain.
yeah, that does not usually happen. Never mind. Go for this bitch again. Yeah, you always smack that one and put this one. Just do it like that. There is actually a collectible like here as well, at this point of the fountain. Anyway. Like, when killing this guy, I have actually been caught by the guy you get across here.
Evet, o transfer olmamış mıydı?
Because I did that, but it registered as if I hadn't. I don't know. Anyway. There you go. I'll leave those douchebags where they are. Night night. Oh, mate. I see. You have to wait for Flynn to get up there. You literally just have to go across to the window. Oh, Flynn, what are you doing, man? Boink. There we go. So now we get silencer.
Crap. Now what?
It's time to tip the odds back in our favour.
Oh, that's brilliant. Guns? What are you thinking?
Relax, Gandhi. They're tranquilizer guns, totally non-lethal. Your conscience will remain unscathed.
Oh, well, good idea.
Great. Okay, a little bit of advice. These things have lousy range, so we still have to get in close. You okay with that?
Know how to shoot a gun, genius.
I mean, he's killed plenty of people.
Alright, let's take these guys out.
Bu kutulara bizim taşımamızı beklemiyorlar umarım. Bu bizim gel...
And then. You.
Senin burada olmaman lazım.
And now we grab this.
We gotta get up to that walkway.
Yep, I was waiting for the indication there. Anytime, Flynn. Oh, mate.
This could help.
No, we're not in a rush to find a good old oil
Hey,
lamp that will
that'll
give
work.
us a location of
All
treasure,
we
you know.
need is a horse.
Oh. Anyway.
Those raptors will get us onto the roof, if we can get up there.
Yep.
Good thing one of us thought ahead, eh?
Yeah.
All yours.
Just have to wait, so no. Of course, he makes me go. Anyway, here comes a guard.
Hey!
Night, night.
Whew. Thanks, mate.
Come on.
So yeah, there is a collectible in this area. Straight down there, it's in between. It's either that one or that one. But I don't have to do that. I just have to come over to this area, so you know. This area can be a bit janky when climbing. It's easy to fall off, not by your own accord, because it's just the way it happens sometimes.
Alright, there's the tower.
Getting closer.
Appreciate that update, Captain Obvious.
The banter between these two, man. Anyway, Flynn says something funny about the enemy in a minute.
Don't look down.
That kill.
Don't look down, don't look down.
Look at this, lovely. Lovely sight of the kill
Mehmet'e
at
ne
yours.
oldu? O mu?
Good job,
O
Flynn.
artık gündüz vardiyasında çalışıyor.
Memnun muymuş?
Mutluymuş öyle dedi.
Come on.
Ama ben kişisel olarak Hristiyanım hatta.
Gotcha. Pull me up. You put on weight, mate. Pull me up there.
Shit, that was close.
All right, no more donuts for you.
No more donuts. Anyway, there's a very sneakily hidden collectible. You get right round that corner.
Yeah.
But anyway, don't know why I came down here to show you that, because you need this rope anyway. So, you know.
I'm right behind you.
So you drop
As
off here
always.
and just go across. But I don't need to do that because
There's a guy above you. There's a guy above you.
There's a guy below you. There's a guy below you.
There's a guy below you. There's a guy below you.
Oh, that line. Quite a funny one. Anyway. Am I doing nice? No. It's as simple as not doing that.
Yeah, great view. I can see your house. Let's get moving.
Dun dun dun, Spider-Man.
There's a guard right below you.
Good night, Vienna. I mean, you don't have to do that. I guess you could just jump off and
Nearly
jump.
there.
Anyway, so now we're doing a bit of
Chloe will
rooftop
take care of it,
parkour.
don't worry.
But there is a very sneaky collectible that's like around this area somewhere. You just shoot it down and then Bob's your uncle. So anyway, the cutscene that's going to be coming up is going to be very important, and it's going to start the rest of the story really. I mean, that kind of sounds like it's obvious, but there's a reason why.
Can't get any closer with the tower lit up like that. What the hell's she doing?
Because it's just what happens.
Come on, Chloe. That's my girl.
Yeah, the chapter is quite long. That's why I've left it so that I'm only going to do these 2 chapters. I mean, it's been 35 minutes up to now. Probably about 10 more, because you've got the cutscene here finishing off the chapter,
Okay.
and then you've got the
We
cutscene
clear.
to transition over to chapter 3, but of course I'll be showing that as well. And that's quite a funny
Ladies first.
cutscene.
Ah, cute.
So here we go. When the thing happens.
Here we go.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there's the acoustic alarm. Until we get this case unlocked, that thing's gonna go off if we so much as touch this glass.
No worries, mate. Voila.
Flynn, all prepared.
All right.
Now, we're sure it's the right one.
Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Sorry, Marco.
Yeah, the resin is important. It's important throughout the whole game.
Crap.
Well, that's the understatement of the year. This is it. It's bloody useless.
The light of the Great Khan. Wait a minute.
What are you doing?
It's resin. It'll burn.
And?
Just give me your lighter.
Is that really a good idea in here?
Come on. Whoa. Let me see that. Our ships were driven by a great flood tide into the wilds of Java.
Sounds like they were hit by a tsunami.
Yeah, somewhere off the west coast of Borneo.
Oh, great. That narrows it down a bit.
Look, this mountain must have been the closest landmark where they went aground. We find that mountain, we find the ships.
Yeah, good work, mate.
Wait, there's more. Okay, Joe. As if the ocean itself sought to throw off the terrible cargo we carried from Shambhala. The curse of the Chintamani.
Will that mean something to you?
Shambhala. Oh my God, Flynn.
What?
Marco Polo found Shambhala. Shangri-La.
You're joking.
If they were carrying the Chintamani stone, it might still be there.
It's all very fascinating, but we really gotta go.
Yeah,
Here we
I'm
go.
right behind you. What the hell are you doing?
Sorry, mate. This is where we part ways.
Wait, Flynn, we had a plan.
No, you had a plan. Turns out I've got one of my own.
Come on, throw me the rope. Don't be stupid.
Oh, yeah, right. You're the mastermind. Only you overlooked one little detail. Didn't you, partner?
So what are you gonna do, shoot me now?
No, I just need you out of the way for a little while.
Shit.
You think I didn't know about the ships from the beginning? Any schoolboy could have figured that out.
Flynn, listen.
Face it, genius. You've been played. Not yet. I want to give the guards a decent head start. Right, that's my cue. No hard feelings, yeah?
Yeah, one word to sum up Flynn after that. Arsehole. So yep, I've been played.
Damn it, Flynn.
I mean, he is a funny character as well, but he's just an absolute arse.
Oh, no. Okay, now I'm screwed. All right. Think, Nate, think.
Back into the sewers we go. Well, if I don't get
Yeah,
shot.
there it is.
Yeah, I'm not going in. But I always jump there because you bonk on that pipe.
Nate, use your head.
So there is
Get
a
out of here.
collectible sneakily hidden either on that pipe or the other pipe.
Gotta get to that ladder.
So this is the end of the chapter coming up. And we're going to get a cutscene. Which is
See
quite
you,
funny.
suckers.
Again. Impersonating Flynn. So most
You
of
overlooked
4
one
months
little detail, didn't you, partner?
is spent there. So yeah, there's only 1 month left.
Face it, genius, you've been played. Oh, really?
Hey! Jackass, you're ruining the show here.
Ah, what a shame.
Sully!
I really can't leave you alone for a minute.
Oh, man, am I glad to see you.
How you doing, kid?
I'm doing just great.
So, had to grease a few palms. Did go through the rest of your money. And a good chunk of my own, but hey. Jesus, you stink.
Yeah, not half as bad as that cigar. Hey, how'd you find me?
Well, a friend of yours asked for my help.
Hello, Nate.
Oh, no.
Now, wait a second.
Sully, kick her out and shut the door. We're safer in here.
Just wait a goddamn minute. Hear her out.
Thank you, Victor.
Hey, no offense, Sully, but you're not exactly the best judge of character, especially when it comes to women.
Fair enough. All the same.
Dear God.
Oh, no, it's not that bad. Look, I have my own bucket. Last cell I was in, 8 of us had to share.
Listen, Nate.
You know something? I really appreciate you dropping by, but if you and Flynn hadn't screwed me over in the first
Now,
place,
wait a
I wouldn't have
minute.
been rotting in this shithole for the last
Listen,
3
Nate.
months. So excuse me if I'm not just, leaping into your arms.
I had nothing to do with it.
Right.
I told you. He's not going to listen to me.
Screw this. Nate, they found the ships.
In Borneo.
Yes.
And the Chintamani stone?
How do you know about that?
Do you really think Flynn could have figured that out on his own?
All right, good point. No, they haven't found it yet.
What do you mean they?
Flynn and his client, Lazarovich.
You know, the nutcase. They've been working together all along.
All right, then. If they haven't found the stone, that means there's still time. You're gonna get us into that dig site. We are gonna snatch that treasure right out from under them.
They'll never see it coming.
Yeah, well, payback's a bitch. Look, they called it the wish-fulfilling jewel. It's a sacred object.
What, like a Buddhist holy grail?
Exactly.
Thanks.
Sully, listen to this. In the kingdom of Shambhala lies the most precious thing to be found in all the world. A perfect raw sapphire of the deepest blue, larger around than the reach of a man's arms.
Ooh, that's gotta be worth millions.
Hundreds of millions. And you say there's more of this?
Loads more. Lazarevich paid top dollar for Marco Polo's journals. He's been after the Chintamani stone for years.
Well, if he's been counting on Flynn to find it for him, it's no wonder he hasn't had any luck.
If I can get a look at Lazarevich's files, I can find that stone.
Hang on a minute, cowboy. That's easier said than done. The files are in his tent, and his tent is in the middle of the camp. It's like an armed compound. There are soldiers everywhere.
Well, that's why it has to be an inside job. From someone they know and trust.
Oh. Okay, I see where this is going.
Just need a diversion. You give me 5 minutes in that tent. That's all it'll take.
Really? 5 minutes? Well, that's great. I won't even have to get my top off.
Chloe, I was thinking more like an explosion.
Or that. Can be arranged.
Are you in?
Oh, hell yes. I was in before you were.
Sally? Here we go.
Chloe, you reading us?
Loud and clear.
We're getting close.
So here we go.
I've planted charge.
That marks the end of this episode of my playthrough of Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. And in the next episode, of course, I'll be going through at least chapters 3 and 4. Chapter 3 is not too long, chapter 4 is a little bit longer. And I guess, maybe, I could also do chapter 5. But we'll just have to see when it gets to it. But until then, as I said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for the continuation of this and the start of Dragon Quest V. But until then, with a massive thumbs up, what we'll say to you now is goodbye and good night.